had a bad day, and you shut up and listen to what she has to say. When you tell her she's stronger than the storm blowing in, when you're there when she just needs a friend. It matters to her, it stays on her mind. When you put her first every single time. When you think she don't see, when you think she don't care, when you think she don't notice what you're doing there. Every little look, every single word, oh, it matters to her.
All right, that was a clip from Scotty McCreery's hit song, It Matters to Her. The country superstar's cab and a solo tour makes a stop at the Toyota Oakdale Theater next month.
We are so excited, and we get to speak right now with Scotty because he's joining us to talk all about it. Thank you for being here.
Absolutely. Thank y'all for having me.
All right, so let's set the stage. You're back 2011. You're a bagger at Lowe's Foods when you auditioned for American Idol. Tell us about that and what was going through your mind at that time.
Yeah, I had grown up loving music, country music specifically, and had just started playing around town and in North Carolina and doing little things. So when I saw they had the auditions in my head, I was thinking, worst they can say is no, and I'll just head back home and life will continue on as normal. But they kept me around on the show, and the last 13 years have just been quite a crazy ride.
Yeah, absolutely. You were only 17, like the song says, young and sweet, only 17. But I heard, your family really pushed you with your talent. You didn't actually believe you were good enough. Can you talk about that and how you got over that?
Yeah, it's one of those things, especially when you grow up watching Idol and stuff. It's like you see those people audition that, might not be so good, but they're like, my family's told me I was good all along. So you just never know, and I'm not sure I quite had that confidence at a young age, but they would just push me to go do little gigs here and go try out for this small town competition here, and little by little that confidence started to build enough to where I would go do a show like Idol and try it out and see what happens.
You stayed in the country genre throughout the competition, although you did sing You've Got a Friend by Carole King, and that was a complete smash hit. That was really remarkable. Why that change there?
Yeah, I think week to week they had different themed weeks and stuff, and that one was James Taylor and Carole King week, and but they had Elton John week and all sorts of different stuff. So they would push you outside your comfort zones every now and then. But for me, country's what I know. It's what I do. I mean, I think if my voice tried to sing any other genre in general, it would still sound country. So I just tried to stick to my lane,
Listen, I mean, you are so cute with your wife. She's adorable. And your little son, Avery. I'm curious, how much of your music is autobiographical? And I think there is a song for your son, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, a lot of my music, if you listen to my albums, is very autobiographical. I mean, songs like This Is It was a song I wrote for my wife that I was never planning on being a song that went out there, but it turned out to be a big single for us. And we kind of carry that story on with a song called Love Like This on this next album that's written for her, but also for my little boy, Avery. So that's kind of how I write songs. It's just from the heart, what I live and what I love.
That's amazing. 5 more minutes charted. You charted this song without the backing of a record label, which I think is super impressive. Not too many artists get that. What do you? That's incredible.
Yeah, thank you. I went through a lot of stuff the year prior to that song coming out that was not so great, and a lot of behind the scenes legal stuff that was just not fun. So we kind of had to put it out independently. Now we know it was the first time in country music history a song ever charted without the backing of a label. So really proud of that, and that just speaks to the fans and how great they've been to me and radio, given it a chance. And that song turned out to be my first #1 single, which is still, a pinch me kind of moment.
Yeah, it's incredible.
The song that we were playing clips of, Cabin, a solo, I'd like to know a little bit more about what that means to you. But also, I heard you wrote it on a writing retreat. What is your writing process?
Yeah, for the most of the time when I'm writing songs, it's in Nashville, and you kind of everybody that writes around there, it's like 11 o'clock, and you show up at somebody's house or somebody's office building, and it's kind of like a scheduled appointment. But we kind of went to I took lot of my songwriting buddies from Nashville up to our place in the mountains of North Carolina, and just got away for a few days and didn't have any scheduled rights or anything planned. It was like, no, let's just see what happens and create country music and have a good time doing it. And I think it took us to a different space creatively and kind of relaxed us a little bit. And we ended up writing some of my favorite songs, and Cabin of Solo was one of those. And it's just got that throwback, country feel, the storytelling feel to it, which that's the music I grew up on. So I really loved it.
We only have a couple of seconds, but a Boston Red Sox fan and a New England Patriots fan. How come?
Yeah. I'm born and raised in North Carolina, but my dad was raised in New England up in the Seacoast area. So from the time I was 2, I mean, I think I had a Drew Bledsoe jersey. I had Red Sox, onesies on. So it was always going to be a part of my life.
Oh,
that's
my
awesome.
God. That's awesome. All right. And real quick, 2011, June 10th, performed at the Grand Ole Opry. What was that like?
Just phenomenal. I think the Grand Ole Opry is just the pinnacle of country music, and I've always had so much respect for it. So got to perform there for the first time then, performed last December, and Garth Brooks surprised me and invited me to become the newest member of the Grand Ole Opry. So that is just a life dream come true. So proud.
Incredible.
Absolutely. All right. Well, it's going to be a dream for a lot of folks to see you, and we're excited you're coming our way. So thank you for being with us. We want to let everyone know your show is Friday, March 15th. At the Toyota Oakdale Theater. For more information or to get your tickets, all you have to do is head to livenation.com. You can go see Scotty McCreery in person right here in Connecticut.
Thanks, Scotty. We so appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank y'all for having me. We'll see you soon.
All right.